Nothing feels better than liberation,
breath,
stillness,
freedom, adaptability, intuition, movement,
release, presence,
self-expression.
Waacking started as a style in the gay clubs of Los Angeles, primarily by queer men of color. The dance was a chance for people to escape and to express the hardships that they were experiencing in their day-to-day lives because of the stigma surrounding queerness at the time.
Whack itself comes from that boom pow whack of like Batman and Robin, and cartoons, superheroes, all that stuff is very much interrelated.
Hi, I'm Eric. I'm 25 and I grew up in rural Alberta and rural Saskatchewan. It was very, very backwoods. There really wasn't a lot of queer people like in the towns I grew up in, and my experience there was like, take this and turn it into this.
Life as a queer person, especially when you're younger, it's very limited. There's only so many experiences you can have. And there's certainly, at times, not safe experiences to have.
I think that dance helped me process my queerness because it's your body, it's who you are. You can't really change that. Like when I dance, it's like I have no choice but to be who I am. And that's why I find it a little liberating because
you are the movement. You're creating it in real time. What you're doing in that moment is what you're bringing. You're bringing yourself. That's one of the most compelling things about freestyle to me, is because it feels very raw. It's a social dance inherently. And I find that like when we get a chance to exchange, I think we're able to connect on like a deeper spiritual level.
When I like first discovered waacking, it was very kind of like a private thing for me because I was like, I first saw a drag queen doing it, so I was like, oh, this is like very much a queer style, and I was like, oh, that's gay. Like, I was like, that's gay. Like, you can like this, but like, you can't do this. You can't let people know that you're gay, even though everybody already knew.
It was just something that I think popped up on my YouTube timeline because I was really into dance at the time, and I was like, what is this? I was like, theatrics, the showmanship, the style. I was living for all of it, and I was like, this is what I need to do.
When I'm waacking, it feels like things don't matter so much. I feel a lot of freedom, and when I started really leaning into it, I just found a lot of like joy, and there's a lot of personality there, and there's a lot to invest in myself and embrace like the fact that I am gay and that I didn't let myself enjoy that growing up because I didn't feel like it was safe.
Waacking itself is a very queer style, and for me to be someone who is male doing that, I feel like I am really highlighting myself, and that is something I'm not always comfortable with because I feel like I'm putting my sexuality on the line. And what's insane, I think what's really wild is that I am very unapologetically queer in so many spaces. Like when it comes to work, when it comes to school, I am like, yeah, I'm queer. But when it comes to dance, it just feels so much more vulnerable. And that's why I think it's so sacred and important to have these safe spaces to engage in this style.